Dr. Farley's transformative tenure at Washburn. It's amazing. This afternoon is our chance as members of the Washburn campus community to honor our leader, our co-worker, and our friend. When the Board of Regents and the Presidential Search Committee extended an offer to Dr. Farley to lead as president of Washburn back in 1997, they could not have imagined how their decision would impact Washburn and the greater Topeka community. Since 1997, Dr. Farley has transformed this campus and the university, guiding Washburn through a quarter century of challenges and opportunities and solidifying Washburn's place as one of the finest regional public universities in the nation. Dr. Farley, you have left an impressive mark on this university and touched the lives of all of us who have had the privilege of working alongside you. On behalf of the entire Board of Regents, thank you for your love, your service, and dedication to Washburn. And now it is my honor to introduce Dr. Farley.
Hello, everyone. Hello. How's the food? Food's great. Thanks to Cartwells, they do a great job for us. I'm not going to have a speech ready. I've had a lot of opportunities for that, and you notice that I've got reading glasses now. What happened? But it is a real joy to be here with you today. Thank you for coming. It's humbling for Susan and I to see how many of you are here today at this event. And I recognize the primary reason is that the food is a big draw. While neither Susan nor I were Ichabod's by birth, Susan and I chose to become Kansan 25 years ago, and we would never change our mind. Now, we were helped a little bit because of the University of Oklahoma Sooners in Oklahoma work release program. That's been good with us. Chairs, very good. I appreciate you reminding us of all those projects that these people have done. And when I was hired, people were telling me what I should be doing, and they were eager about doing that. And I was eager to hear them because I didn't have a good understanding of what was happening here at Washburn. But I knew it was good. I knew it was something special, something that we're doing that is really worthwhile, worth investing a good portion of your life in this. I would tell this to anybody that would listen to me when I first came. I would tell them what a great deal this was and how fortunate I was to have the job. I called my mother one time during that early part of time. She was living in our little hometown, Tipton, Oklahoma. We have about 1,000 souls if you don't count domestic animals. And I regaled her with how important I was to be at this university. And she interrupted me to say that they were putting a sign in the front yard of our house there in Tipton, Oklahoma. Golly, a house in Tipton? I can just see it now. The house should say, Childhood Home, Jerry Farley, president of Washburn University, and I was excited about that. And I asked my mother, what did the sign have on it? And she paused for a few moments, and she said, Frederick, 14 miles. So, you're never as important as you may think that you are. Coming here was not a difficult decision to join Washburn. With the with the wonderful education, and for the wonderful education it offers students with small classes that you've heard this many times, small classes, outstanding faculty, and staff that are there to help everyone that need it. I am so grateful for the opportunity to serve this university. It is something that I am proud of and will be so for a lifetime. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to serve the university. It's been a great privilege. Next week, it will be very different for me. I'm used to working and having my routine all the time, even during the virus. I had my routine. I put my uniform on, and I dress just the way I am today. And Susan's watching me and saying, "Why are you doing that? There's going to be no one on campus but you and Regina and Sue and Cindy." And they thought they had to be there. But actually, they were there to make sure I didn't get in trouble. And it was an amazing, amazing thing. And Susan said, "Don't do that because it's $3 a shirt to get them on." Now, Susan and I have a little tradition. If we don't have anything on Saturday morning, we come together and we make pancakes. Well, clarification, Susan makes pancakes, I read the newspaper. I love pancakes, though. Truly love pancakes. Well, actually, I don't like pancakes so much, but I do love syrup. And it looks a little weird, just a spoon of syrup in your mouth. A drink of syrup, no. After several years, I've noticed her doing the same thing, time after time. And it is very inefficient the way she does it. Inefficient. Hard for me to watch that. So I pointed out to her a few things that we would recommend, and I'm sure that they would have improvements on the way we did things. And the time that it took to make those pancakes. And I was correct. Well, not unthought of. I was correct. Now it takes her no time and to make my own pancakes. The past few weeks, people have asked me questions about my time here at Washburn, what I think about it. I'm just going to read you a few things that come to mind very quickly to me, a list of things that I've most enjoyed and that I will miss. Number one, energetic feeling that we have on campus. It's exciting. You pass students, faculty members, and others, and it's an exciting time. We have stimulating conversations. Sometimes we disagree. Sometimes they will tell me they disagree. But the thing that I want is that we have some kind of dialogue, and that will help. We discuss various programs that we have on campus. Are they meeting the roles? Are students enrolling in those programs? What kind of feedback do we have from those students? We help students every day how to solve problems. We switch from one important topic to another in an instant. Never do we linger. I love talking to students. Sometimes it's just a brief conversation, walking across the campus and saying hello to them. How's your day going? What class are you going to? Classes are good for you. Something about that sticks with a lot of students. I hear from them years later that, why did you take your time to talk to me? Well, that student was important. It's important to the university. I love walking across campus. And on weekends and sometimes like tonight, after I get home, I love running around the campus. And you got to understand, my running has changed. You saw one of the slides earlier that had a dog on there. That's Susan's dog. And that dog, that year, that was in the spring, but in that year we ran 3,000 miles. And that's been about 6, 7, 8 years we did that. Today I walk across the campus and I see somebody with another dog, and I see somebody that I know and I go up to talk to them and say, well, we see you out here often walking your dog. I was running my dog. I enjoy seeing what's happening in the world, what's happening here in Topeka, by walking across the campus. I see what's going on in pop culture. We've got a fad going here. The other thing that I really do, people find this not totally true, but it is true. I love working with the legislature. When the legislature is in session, you can ask my colleagues. I'm down there probably at least one time a week. And it's fun to do, fun to talk to them. It shouldn't surprise you. I love putting a budget together. Okay. I love putting a budget together. And it's always balanced. Never have I ever had a budget that wasn't balanced. And Susan and I have attended a myriad of student events on the campus. We're in this room more often than we are at the dining room at home. And we especially enjoy graduation. It's the most exciting thing that we do. I love moving it. But graduation is so exciting. And you see the sparkle in people's eyes. You see the parents and the grandparents. And it is a sight to be seen. And we love graduation. And each of those topics that I just mentioned now, for me, they are fun. They really are fun. I tell people that they should go to their office with a song on their lips and love in their heart, so that they will not miss one thing that's happening. And we want them to find out all the great things in the world is waiting on them. I suspect you can each agree, you'll each agree with this, that you hear things about what it's like and what you will miss the most on the college campus. Well, those things that I just described to you were just the beginning of the things that I will miss the most. But I will miss seeing each one of you. I will miss seeing you, what you are doing. And this will be a fond memory. We love this university. We want to do everything we can to make it a success. I suggest that each of us agree that we will miss the coworkers that we have here on this campus. Our work could not have been done. Our work could not have been done with our colleagues. And I look out the window of my office and I see landscape people working out in the hot sun in the summer, or scraping ice off the sidewalk in the winter. I see them making certain that the waste paper baskets have been emptied, particularly since I periodically drop a skin off of a banana, and they're really rude after about 2 minutes. I could not have done it. You could not do it were it not for colleagues. They want to make you happy, want to make you do a good job. As we all strive to make Washburn the best it can be for our students. Non nobis sum. Thank you.